1,
2, 3,
4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10.
As winter approaches and temperatures begin to drop, some of the issues of the homeless and disadvantaged should once again be brought to the forefront. One major problem that some homeless people experience is the absence of warm clothing. Warm clothing isn't just a convenience. It is both necessary and vital to maintain an even decent amount of health. Without proper clothing, the homeless are at a much greater risk than others to have a weak immune system and are also likely at greater risks for sicknesses brought on by the cold, such as pneumonia, frostbite, and even hypothermia. Therefore, this issue should be brought to the forefront when attempting to help the homeless this winter. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how you can furnish your warm winter clothing to the homeless. Last year in Knoxville, according to Wonderground.com, Knoxville experienced 15 days with an average low of 25.5 degrees. According to Local 8 Now, there are roughly 1,500 homeless people. And while there are shelters, that doesn't mean that all the homeless people are making their way to the shelters. Most likely, some of the homeless are still out in the cold, which is a dangerous proposition without warm clothing. Cold temperatures have an obvious effect on our bodies, so let's talk about some of those effects. 25.5 degree weather is more than cold enough to cause some serious problems. According to Medicine.net, last reviewed in January 2014, frostbite is a condition in which the extremities are starved of blood in order to conserve heat for the organs. According to Medicine.net, frostbite can cause swelling, blisters, itching, numbness, and skin discoloration, among other problems. Symptoms of frostbite can occur in just under a half hour in sub-30 degree temperatures. Cold weather can also cause dehydration and problems for asthmatics. As that cold weather affects our body's ability to detect the need for water and thus does not stimulate us to drink even when we should, leading to dehydration. As an asthmatic myself, I can tell you that cold weather can even affect asthma. According to www.health.com, last updated October 2009, cold weather worsens asthma by causing the lungs to constrict. So as we can see, cold weather bears many adverse effects upon those that are stuck outside, but especially when they are not warmly dressed. So how can we help? All of these serious side effects can be mitigated or delayed by warm clothing. You can make a difference in someone's life by donating some of your old or rarely used winter clothing. So what might you want to consider donating? Winter jackets, scarves, snow pants, warm hats, and warm hats are just some of the items that you might consider donating. For specifics on what to donate, you might want to contact your local charity or homeless shelter to find out exactly what they'll accept or take. So you might ask, how can I get my old winter clothing to those that are in need? Well, there are multiple ways in which you can distribute your clothing. For example, Habitat for Humanity accepts clothing and shoes and will actually come to your location to pick them up. Or you can take it to a Habitat for Humanity shelter. You can also find drop boxes around town where you can drop off your winter clothing. In summary, today I've shown you several ways to help the homeless and disadvantaged who are in the cold. We have learned just how cold it gets in Knoxville, how the cold affects the homeless, why warm clothing can help, options available to help distribute your clothing, and how to find donation locations. Hopefully, the next time you go in your closet, that old unused winter clothing will have new meaning. You realize that old hat that spends more time adorning your hat rack than your head will likely fit some homeless person just right. Those gloves that you purchased that no longer fit will help someone keep their hands warm and functional. Those winter pants that were always too short to fit will keep someone's legs warm enough to trudge just a little bit further. And those old boots that you never liked anyways will help hold frostbite at bay. So go ahead, give your old clothing a new meaning and bring a little bit more warmth to someone's cold world.